Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Kristen, and really quick, I'm going to see if I can talk. I'm going to type 3 questions in here for you to answer as we're getting started. This will help me get to know you a little bit and will help also guide our discussion today. So let me type these in. So as you hop on here, please go ahead and answer these questions for me if you would. What company are you with? 1, 2. Hi. Thank you for being on here. What company are you with? This is kind of hard to type with my phone up here on my holder. Mostly. Say hi to me when you get on here. Just typing these in real quick, and I'm going to pin it to the top. And one more. I have 3 questions for you. All right, there we go. Now let me pin that. Hi, good morning, Kelly. Thank you for being on here. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't pin it. Shoot fire. Oh, well, that's okay. I was trying something new with the live comment, but oh, well, that's okay. All right, so I have 3 questions that I have typed in for you. Please let me know what company you're with. I would like to get a feel of who all is on here. I assume there are obviously going to be some Beachbody people on here, and I assume there are going to be some Synergence girls on here, but I'd like to know who else is on here, please. I would also like to know if you typically do the most work, good morning. If you typically do most of your posting for your business on your personal page, if you use a group, or if you use a business page or a like page, as Josh calls it. So what do you primarily use for your posting? And then I'd like to know if you do live parties. Or live events. Some companies call them demos, so I'd like to know those 3 things, please. While you're getting those answers typed in, I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Kristin Morrow. I am 38 years old. I have been married for almost 14 years, and I have 2 kids, a son and a daughter. Both of their birthdays are next month, and they will be 13 and 10. I was a special ed teacher for 14 years. This is my first year to actually stay home. I was able to retire. I am with Synergence, which is a skincare and cosmetics company. If you're not familiar with it, you may have heard of Lip Sense. That's our company. So I was able to retire, and now I'm a full-time boss babe, and I am constantly wanting to grow myself personally and learn more about being a boss babe and a business girl, and I've learned a lot from Josh, so I'm really thankful and honored that he asked me to speak for you guys today. So I met Josh about 6 months ago. I was referred to him from a friend of a friend, somebody that I believe he grew up with, and she was kind of telling us, she's another Synergence girl, and she was telling us that he was just like really blowing up with his push coach business, and that he would love to speak for anybody that was interested. So my friend Kelly, who's my upline, reached out to him and asked him to speak for her team, and then I followed suit and did the same. And ever since, we've just really kind of kept in touch, and I was able to do 2 months of a mastermind with Josh, which is where I really learned all about the activity tracker and about the art of recruiting. And thankful to him, my business has just really taken off even more than it already had. And I've learned so much, and I want to give you guys a little bit of insight into what I've learned from the tracker, as well as doing parties. So let me see here. So Beachbody, personal page, no live events except for a few sneak peek, okay? Personal page and live videos, but no events. So 2 Beachbody Plexus. Okay, awesome. Well, that gives me a little bit of an idea. So first I want to talk to you guys about how the tracker has really helped my business. So when I very first started with Josh and I took a look at the tracker, I thought he had lost his damn mind when he wanted us to add 20 people on Facebook every day and do 10 conversations a day. I thought he was insane. And maybe on your tracker it might even be 20 conversations. I'm not sure what yours is. But either way, I thought he was insane because I thought there was no way in heck that balancing a family and a job and friends and everything else in between, I thought there was no way I could do that. But let me tell you a little secret. It got easier. So the more I sat down and I did those things, the easier it got. And I think for me, that was actually probably the biggest game changer for my business in the last 4 months, was expanding my network and talking to people. So the talking to people piece is really, really awkward, especially when you're just starting out. It's easy to make that initial conversation or start that initial conversation because it's pretty generic, like, hey, so-and-so, how you doing? How's your week going? Or, hey, it's on a Monday, so hey, how was your weekend? It's really easy to start those conversations, but where I felt that it was the biggest struggle was then turning those conversations around and, getting them about the business or about the product. So I'm going to tell you definitely what not to do. And this is what has happened to me. I don't know if the message got out to all the other network marketing companies, but I just feel like all at once, I had literally, you guys, in a span of 3 days, I had almost 200 friend requests on Facebook. And I told my husband, I'm like, something crazy is going on. It's like all the other network marketing companies have just told all their girls or all their people to go out and invite all these new people to be their friends on Facebook, because it was crazy. It was like all of a sudden. And I'd been doing it with Josh, been doing, the tracker and adding new people on Facebook and starting the conversations. But guess what these people did wrong? They either sent me a friend request and did not say anything to me, or they sent me a friend request and immediately led with their business. No, how you doing? No, get to know you. Just boom, straight to the point. Well, to me, that is the biggest turnoff. So if they would have actually taken maybe 10 seconds and looked at my page before they messaged me, they would see, excuse me, I have a cold. They would see that I was already with an MLM and experiencing a lot of success with my MLM. So I really encourage you, please have the conversations first, even if they're a little bit awkward. Have the conversations, and then when you are ready to do your invite, please make sure you have looked at their page for at least 10 seconds to see what they currently do. And maybe that has come up with your questions. Maybe you have asked them what they currently do. But look and see if you think they would be better to be a customer or a distributor, whatever you call it, a coach, depending if you're Beachbody. I'm not sure what everybody else calls it. Hey guys, for those of you that are just joining in, I have 3 questions that I would like you to answer. Which company are you with? What else? Which company are you with? Well, let's see, what else? What did I ask you guys? Where do you personally do most of your posting about your business? Do you use your personal page? Do you use your group? Or do you use your business page? And do you do live events? It's okay, don't worry if you're late. I got started right away, so you can always go back and watch the beginning if you need to. I promise you haven't missed much. So always, always, always follow what Josh has taught you. Add him to your network. Send him a message. Start that new conversation. And by the 3rd conversation, that's when you want to do your invite. So that's when you want to either invite them to try your product or your service, or that's when, hey, another Sinna sister, hi Ashley, or that's when you want to invite them to join your business. But please do your homework before you get to the invite. And don't ever just lead with the invite, because it is the biggest turnoff in the world. And I personally never ignore people because I don't like being ignored. But please, by all means, at least answer them back and say, sorry, I'm already with another MLM and I'm really happy, or whatever. But don't ever just lead with that. So the other takeaway from that, from the conversations, is just perseverance. Hi, awesome. Hello, welcome guys. Just persevere because it is really awkward when you're trying to turn it around to do the invite. It's not something that for most of us just comes naturally. So I just really want to encourage you just to persevere. The more you persevere, that means the more you're practicing, the harder you're working at it, and the easier it is going to get. Some of the girls that were in my mastermind, my last mastermind with Josh, some of those girls would reach out to me and send me screenshots of some of their conversations that they were having, and they'd be like, is this normal? Do you get responses like this? And guys, you're going to get people that respond to you and they're just total jerks, or they're tools, or they're creeped out by the fact that you have added them on Facebook and they want to know where you came from. Don't worry about it. I mean, a lot of those are going to happen, but you just move on to the next one. Don't worry about it. There are so many people out there. So perseverance is huge. Also, if you are not using the live video, and hopefully you are, because I know Josh is asking you to do at least 2 lives a week, I encourage you just to get out there and do it. When I started my very first mastermind with Josh, I was deathly afraid of going live on my personal page. I went live for my team all the time. I went live on my business page all the time. I went live in my group all the time. But I was seriously suffering from fear of what others think. So I was the faux what girl, major faux what. And I've gotten over it because guess what? It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. You are not going to suffer any physical pain from going live on your page, on your personal page. So you just have to jump in and do it. And sometimes you might feel like you're swimming with sharks, but I promise you there are more people out there that support you and love you and want to see what you're doing. And it is going to be okay. You just have to do it. You just have to take the plunge and do it. So have fun with it. Make sure when you're doing your lives that you look like you're enjoying what you're doing, that you love your business, you love your products, you love what you have to offer. The more that you can show yourself and share yourself with your audience, the more people are going to know, like, and trust you, and they're going to want to do business with you. So if you look like you are not believing in your products or in your coaching services or whatever you're selling, if you don't look like you believe in it, it's probably because you don't believe in it, and you're not going to get people that are going to want to sign up with you. So have fun, show excitement, let your love and your passion for your business shine through, and I promise you're going to have a lot more success with your recruiting. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to say about the tracker, just that it really does work. It really, I will tell you that I did 2 months in a row with Josh and using the tracker, the same tracker for those 2 months, and I did not continue my mastermind with him because they have become habit. So I'm looking forward to doing something else with him. But these things will become a daily habit for you, and you will get to the point where you feel like it's just second nature. And if you don't fill out the tracker, even if you're not filling it out anymore, but you'll know that you need to be adding people on Facebook, you'll know that you need to be messaging them, you'll know you need to be going live, you'll know that you need to be doing your breadcrumb posts, you'll know that you'll need to be doing your lifestyle posts. Those things just become second nature. So I just encourage you to stick with it. Even when your group is up, just stick with it, keep doing them, and you'll keep experiencing success. Okay, so for those of you that do live parties, or for those of you that don't do live parties, I want to encourage you to continue with live parties, and if you don't do them, to get started with them. They can be so beneficial, and there are so many different types that you can do. So some types of events, and you might not call it parties, you may call it a demo, or heck, I don't know what you call it in your group or in your MLM, but I'm going to just call it parties for the sake of parties, okay? So you can do lives on Facebook. So last night, let me show you my arms. I've had a shower. I did a live swatch party. Look at this. I did a live swatch party on my sales page last night, and I advertised for it, I think maybe 48 hours in advance, because I didn't want to advertise for it too far out and people forget about it. So I advertised for it about 48 hours in advance. I created an event in my page, and about an hour before it was to start, I went through and actually invited a butt ton of people, because again, we are busy, we have lots going on in our lives, not to mention a lot of us have short-term memory issues, and so doing that invite an hour before drove a lot of traffic to my page. So I had a lot of fun with that, and I got some great sales out of it, and I have a couple of leads on new distributors from doing that. So that's one way that you can do an event, is live on your page. Well, you might say, well, guess what, Kristin? I don't have a product that I can swatch all over myself. That's okay, because if you're a Beachbody coach or you're a Plexus coach, and I haven't looked on here to see what else is here, but you have products that you're selling, and so you can go live and you can talk about your products in your event that you've created. So you might talk about some of the different flavors of Shakeology, or you might talk about, I don't know what all Plexus sells. I know you do the pink drink. You might talk about the pink drink. Whatever you have that you sell, you can do an event and you can talk about that. You can invite people to join you and give testimonials alongside you. Facebook also has the option now where you can bring people on live with you. So if you're doing an event and you have a really good customer that tunes in for your event, invite them to go live with you and have them give a testimonial about their products or the products that you're selling that they've also used and had success with. I love doing the live events on Facebook. You can also do actual Facebook parties, which are when you have a hostess. So you reach out to a friend or maybe a customer, somebody that you have done business with, and you can ask them to host a party for you on Facebook and invite all their friends. So that's a really great way to reach a different audience than what you would normally be able to touch, and you can gain new customers and new downlines or new coaches, new ambassadors, whatever you call them, through that. Those are really fun. And if you do choose to do a Facebook party, don't do it for any more than 2 days. People lose interest. 48 hours max is what you'll want to do for that. Another one is vendor events. So vendor events are huge. And I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and all the big vendor events are really hard to get into here because people are really smart here in Tulsa, and they have learned that MLMs are where it's at. So I have a hard time getting like a Synergens event booked here in Tulsa just because there are a lot of us here. So I've been going to Dallas and doing vendor events lately. And you guys, vendor events are so great for business. There was actually, I did not know necessarily why maybe like a health and fitness company would want to be represented at a vendor event just because it's maybe harder to sell your products. But think about bridal shows. You guys, all brides want to get into shape before their wedding. So being a Beachbody or a Plexus girl or an Arbonne girl, that's huge for a bridal event or a vendor event because everybody wants to get in shape. And hello, brides, they want your services before their wedding. So bridal shows are like my new passion. I did one last month. I'm doing one again on Sunday where I'm driving to Dallas. I really encourage you, if you haven't tried your hand at a vendor event, to do it. And what I've learned is that the people that put on the vendor events love working with the same person every time. They don't want to have to reach out and find somebody else to come in and do their shows for them. So once you're in, you are in. But if you can't make it, then you can hand it off to one of your downlines. And hello, that's success for you as well because your downline is there getting sales and getting leads and recruiting. So vendor events are huge. One thing that I have started doing, and it was one of my goals for 2018, was to host my own open house every single month. So I'm doing the last Saturday of the month without fail, and I just open up my house and invite my customers in. It's no pressure. It's fun. They can sample right there. I'm not having to stress about trying to find a hostess to host for me. They can come to my house. I mean, I do different themes. It just kind of depends. I'll do like makeup and mimosas or muffins and makeup, like whatever. My last month was happy hour, and I teamed up with a girl, and this is another really fun thing that you can do. I teamed up with another girl that is in a different MLM. It's called Direct Sellers, and they are a wine club. And so she and I teamed up. We did the open house together at my house. So we did wine and makeup. So it was a happy hour theme. So it was right after work on a Friday. We just did it for a couple of hours. They got to come in. They got to play with makeup. They got to test wine. It was a blast. And we both had crazy major success on it. I think I have the most success on in-home parties when I do them at my own house, just because I'm laid back. It's a laid back atmosphere. It's not stressful. People just want to come in and play, come and go. I just really encourage you to do the open houses. Excuse me. You can also have a hostess host for you. And also for the Beachbody girls and the Plexus girls that are on here, doing these open houses, that's a great way to sell some of your products, like your Shakeology. So you might blend up some different flavors of your shakes and have them in just like little tester cups, like those, you know, teeny tiny Dixie cups or teeny tiny red Solo cups. And just let them taste the different flavors. That's an excellent way to sell your Shakeology or, you know, your pink drink or whatever. I know like some of the Plexus girls that I know do the protein balls. That's an excellent way to sell your protein. So just get out there and try it and have fun with it. I do my open houses for about 2 hours. So 2 hours max, and I always do a come and go. I don't make a big presentation. I really prefer, and we're going to talk about this when we get to the closing part here in a second, but I really prefer to be able to just talk to people one-on-one versus standing up and making a big presentation. That's just my personal style. And when you do your parties or your in-home events, you want to make it, you know, personal to you. So whatever your style is, that's what people are going to relate to because they know you. But I feel like 2 hours is a great amount of time. And then the last thing the last type of event that I have also had success with is doing one on location. So last week I did a party or a demo or whatever at a Mexican restaurant. And so I called it like a VIP party, and I invited some of my current customers to this Mexican restaurant. I ordered just appetizers and like a pitcher of margaritas, and then I invited them just to come by, have some snacks, and try products. And so it was special for them because they were able to come and get free food and drinks at a place, not just necessarily somebody's house. So it made them feel a little bit more special. And then they were able to try on products and get sale, and I was able to get sales that way. One thing that is really, really, really important, if you are going to be holding in-home parties or Facebook parties or live events, on location parties, any kind of events that you are going to hold, it is detrimental to your success to personally invite your people. Do not just create the event and invite them that way because they don't feel special. They're going to see that you invited 100 people or whatever, and they don't feel special. They don't feel any need to come. So you want to personally reach out by either making a phone call, which I know is time consuming, a text message, or at the very minimum, a Facebook Messenger. And you want to personally invite them and just be like, hey girl, I really hope that you can make it to my event next Saturday. I'd really love to see you. I haven't seen your face in so long. Whatever. You want to be you. Be authentically you. But give them that personal invitation. Your attendance rate will skyrocket through personal invitations because otherwise they don't feel special. Like they don't feel like they should be there because they're just a number. You're just trying to get into their checkbook. So please, please, please reach out to them and personally invite them. Let me see. Bring them on. How long are open houses? 2 hours. I just wonder what do you go live about? Okay, Shay, that's a great question. When you go live, it can be about anything. Shay, first tell me what you sell. I don't know if you've told me what you sell. But you don't want to always go live just about your product. So some advice that Josh gave me, and I really had to really digest it and kind of pick it apart, is go live about things that you're an expert at. So you might sell Beachbody, but you might be like super mom. You might be the best. Oh, Beachbody. Okay, awesome. So you might have 3 kids or be a dog mom or love to cook. There's probably so many other things about you than just the fact that you sell Beachbody. So when you go live, you want to go live about things that are going to add value to people. Even if you've read a quote in a book that you're reading and you felt like it was a really powerful quote, you could type up that quote and share it. But if you go live and you read that quote, that's going to add so much more value and get you so many more views than just typing it up. So I like to be crazy with my live videos. I mean, you know, I sell makeup, and so it's really fun to slap on purple lipstick and go live with my daughter with her having purple lipstick on. But if you have kids or you, let's say you have kids. Do you have kids, Shay? So if you have kids, it's really fun to go live with your kids. People love seeing your kids. So maybe you're teaching your daughter to make guacamole, and you want to brag on your daughter. And so you're like, check out my daughter right now. She's going live making guacamole. I mean, whatever it is that you feel is going to not only entertain your people, but that's going to touch their hearts. People want to see that. So just I was given this advice and it was really good. If you make a list, 2 young ones, oh girl, you have so much ammo right there for going live. If you make a list and you write down all the things that are uniquely you. So what makes you, you? So what are your characteristics or your core values? What are the things that are solely you? And so those are the things that you want to write down, the things that are most important to you, that make you who you are. Those are the things that you're going to go live about. And sometimes you can plan out your lives, which, I mean, hopefully you guys are planning out your week and being organized. But other times inspiration is just going to strike and you just want to go live. If it pops through your head, I should go live about this, do it. Stop and do it. Don't worry about getting it planned out and organized or looking perfect. If you feel inspired and it's something that you want to share, just do it. Hopefully that helps you. And Shay, if you want to send me a private message when this is over, we can talk more about that and I can give you some more ideas for lives. Okay. When you are doing your in-home parties or your personal parties or your Facebook parties or whatever type of event that you're doing, one of the most important things is the close. We have to ask for the sale. I gotta take another drink real quick. And sometimes that can be really hard and uncomfortable because you're asking people for their money. And yeah, that can be really awkward. So when you are asking for the sale, it's really helpful if you ask questions. So you may ask them this, what did you like best about what you saw today? Or what did you like best about what you tried today? Or you might ask them, is this something that you can see yourself using? And obviously with the first question, what did you like best about what you saw or tried today? That's a positive question. You're not asking them for a negative response. You're invoking a positive response by asking them what they liked best. So they are then going to turn around and tell you something that they liked. So if it was a certain type of Shakeology, they're going to tell you they liked that. Or if it was a certain type of protein, they're going to tell you that. Or if they liked the pink drink, they're going to tell you that. Or if they liked a certain lip color, they're going to tell you that. So then you can then follow that question by saying, is that something you can see yourself using on a regular basis? Again, more than likely, it's like a 75% yes rate. So then you're going to be like, okay, well, would you like to go ahead and purchase that today? Or would you like to go ahead and sign up to become a preferred customer today? Or would you like to go ahead and whatever your business is? So you do have to ask for the sale. But if you lead with the question that's going to invoke a positive response, it's going to be so much easier for them to say yes to the sale. You just, I mean, it's really as simple as that. And it's kind of uncomfortable, but you'll get there. The more practice makes perfect. And again, that persistence is going to pay off and it's going to lead to positive outcomes. Now, another great thing is you can also, and I guess I didn't write this down in my notes, but you can also offer an incentive at your in-home party or whatever your event is. So you can let everybody know up ahead, like up front. Anybody that purchases with me today, their order is going to be tax-free. Or anybody that purchases with me today is going to get a free gift with purchase. Or anybody that purchases with me today, whatever incentive you're comfortable with. So like when I do my demo or my vendor events at my bridal shows, I have this big chalkboard. It's really cute. And I write on there, paying with cash, I'll pay your tax. So they know right away, oh, she's going to save me a little bit of money today. She's going to eat my tax or eat the tax for me. And so, hey, everybody wants to save a little bit of money, right? So whatever kind of incentive you want to come up with, that really will also help you close the sale. And you might also remind them, like when you're asking them, what did you like best today? Is that something you can see yourself using regularly? And hey, just remember, you're going to get blah, 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 X, Y, or Z free today, or, whatever sort of incentive you want to offer. You also want to offer incentives for rebooks. So if you are using, if you're doing a type of party that requires a hostess, so whether it's a Facebook Live party or you're doing an in-home party at somebody else's house with a guest, you want to offer booking incentives. So because again, in order to keep growing our network outside of just Facebook or outside of just that initial party, you need to be, you know, getting exposures and bookings with other people. So offer booking incentives. So, hey, anybody that books with me today will get a free color or a free gloss or a free whatever you sell, a free sample of da-da-da-da-da. So offer some sort of incentive to get people to book with you that very day, because guess what's going to happen? They book a party with you or an event with you, they're going to invite their friends, and that's going to get you a whole new network of people that you can then sell to and sign up to be a part of your business. So the incentives are absolutely huge. So I think that really covers everything that I have for you. It was kind of quick, down and dirty, but just to kind of summarize everything we talked about, on the activity tracker, stick to it. Don't just give it this time that you're doing the Art of Recruiting with Josh and then be done with it. Stick to it. Keep working it. Persistence pays off. These things that he is having you do daily are going to become habits for you. And the more that they become habits, the more success you're going to see, and you're just going to recruit like a rock star. You're going to gain new customers out of it at the very least, and at the very best, you know, recruit like a rock star and get tons of new people to grow your team. So stick with it. Perseverance pays off. And if you are not doing live parties or some sort of events, I encourage you to do them. The types you can do live events on Facebook. You can do Facebook parties where you have a guest or a host for you that invites their friends. You can do in-person vendor events. You can do open houses at your own house, which I really encourage you to do once a month. You can have a hostess host for you at her house or his house, and you can do on locations like at restaurants or country clubs or wherever. And if there are other ones, if you have other ideas for in-home parties or in-person parties, please drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear it. And just remember, when you do these parties, make sure that you do personal invitations, not just a big mass invitation. People are going to come if you personally invite them. You're so much more likely to get good attendance if you personally invite people. And remember that when you do these events, you have to do the close. You have to actually ask for the sale. So ask them, what did you like best about what you saw or tried today? Is this something that you see yourself using regularly? And would you like to go ahead and purchase today? And remember, if you purchase with me today, you're going to get X, Y, and Z as your incentive. You can also, if you see somebody while you're at your events that are just really digging everything about it, those are going to be your good coaches. Those are going to be your good ambassadors. Those are going to be your good distributors. So go ahead and tell them, hey, if you choose to go ahead and sign up with me today, you can get a discount on all your products, or you can earn your products for free, whatever your company offers. So people that are really digging them, these in-person parties are where you're going to be able to find some of these people. So always offer that as well to the people that you think are just going to kill it. And then also offer booking incentives so people will want to sign up and share the products with their friends. So I hope this helped you guys today. If you have questions about anything that I talked about, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm Kristin Bellamy-Morrow. You'll find me, I think you'll find my name linked on your page. I love to help. I'm passionate about what I do, and I think that you guys have an excellent push coach in Josh. So good luck with your Art of Recruiting, and I hope you guys kick major ass with your businesses. Thanks for having me. Have a great weekend. Bye.